said the Chief of Defense Staff of Nigeria, who is so concerned that Nigerians don't like Nigeria at all. He said Nigerians don't love Nigeria. And this is actually, first class gaslighting. I'm coming to it. But let's celebrate these guys at least. It's not the other way around this time around. So I'll give it to them.
Swear to God! I swear! Swear to God! I swear!
Because according to report, right, the terrorists among the local governments that they currently control, ISWAP, have been controlling this particular community for a while, or successfully. The Nigerian soldiers of that particular battalion, is that what you call them? Battalion. Yeah, they succeeded in dislodging these dreaded terrorists. And you give it to them. Okay, because in the other part of the country, Benue, to be precise, the people have not only just been slaughtered, like a serious massacre going on, right? A lot have been so displaced that everything seems like stagnant, that they can't really do anything. Similar thing is going on in Zamfara. It's like everywhere, but Zamfara, right? They have been at it for a very long time, Again, they have pulled themselves together to confront, this terrorist. While they were at it, after losing about 50 of their own loved ones to this same dreadful terrorist, Nigerian Army or Nigerian Air Force flew over their town. When they were pursuing this terrorist, they dropped bomb on them twice. And guess what? From those who survived, they said the aircraft that came to drop the bomb flew so low, like the pilot could see who is who. Still nuked them. So in all of this, the story is so different. So when you see some who kind of like, just give it to them. Okay? Because in Benue State, right, it's a different story entirely. A different story.
Oh yes, there is no way we cannot appreciate the role of the military in managing or attempting to manage the state of insecurity that we currently experience in our states and in some of these flash points of local government, to which APA local government, my own local government, is one of the worst hit in recent time. And I confirm that the women, youths, and the entire leadership of APA local government has brought to our attention, even before the protests, a sense complexity on the side of the military, whose primary responsibility is to also protect our people, lives, and property. The military that were in our place, particularly in our local government, who were carrying out their lawful duty, intercepting some this youth. There is this allegation that one of our young chap died under the hands of the military. That matter is under investigation as to the cost for arrest and why with the military and why did he have to die. And then we have also listened to the account of on the side of the military to why that situation happened. The military formation have also dispatched a troop to do investigation from Makurdi and Abuja respectively. We are still awaiting the outcome of these happenings. The youth, women of APA were all out and then pushing the position that they no longer need the presence of the military is at the level of their understanding of the role of the military and the desirability of having the military around in such a times. Are there complexity? Yes. Complexity, such as the case of, a young man dying under their watch. And then we had received reports from the community that there are several times that these invaders will come and a call will be put to the military, and their response will be either after these invaders must have caused havoc and have retreated, and then the military will show to help evacuate diseased and also, in some other breath, prevents the locals in the attempt to protecting their own selves in their lands. But let me use this occasion, as I agree completely with the expression of the women and the youths of our local government, and that seemingly is the reflection of an ordinary man around the street. We have the understanding that the presence of the military will ward off this invader, but regrettably, we kept seeing the surging of these invaders and their activities around our land, causing loss of lives and property. But again, I will not express, the true position of things without sending strong words of, condolence and appreciation to the military formation, because in the course of protecting our own land, in particular our local government, we have recorded cases where about 4 of them lost their life attempting to protect our people.
There's also the politics side to it.
I can't say, but I understand that they are playing their role, and all that we need to do is to.
So, you heard him. Sorry about the breaking in that video, right? But you got the message. People on the other side, or in every part of Nigeria, they have had a very terrible, experiences with terrible experiences with the Nigerian military and the rest of them, uniformed guys. A situation whereby some of them have actually grown suspicious of the military and their involvement in this murderous terrorists. Because despite all of this, the only people that are being rehabilitated are the terrorists. Have you ever heard anything like that before? The victims of terrorism, right, are languishing in different kind of inhabitable environments, scattered all over, especially in northern part of Nigeria. It's the terrorists they are rehabilitating in Nigeria. Like, they are graduating them. They call them repentant terrorists. Have you ever seen anything like that before in your life? I haven't until now. And honestly speaking, see, there are likely people who are going to dispute it, that even if you show them evidence that no, this is not possible. It is happening in Nigeria. Okay? So repentant terrorists, they have over 300,000 repentant terrorists. Terrorists who kidnap children, women, rape them, right? And then they will still keep the children from such. And guess what Nigerian government treat them as? They treat them as family. They will say a repentant terrorist and his family. His family. How? You see, that is what the system tolerates. And people have kind of like, they don't believe in their military, unfortunately. And the military knows. The CDS, this Christopher Musa, rather, say Mustafa, who was speaking at a gathering, like I said, a few days ago. In his own observation, it's like when we kill the terrorists, we don't get praised. But the moment the terrorists, once they kill people, everybody will begin to criticize us. Everybody will begin to wish this and that. Listen, let's hear from you. Just briefly.
And somehow, we seem to also be buying into all this falsehood. Sometimes I imagine when you see people celebrating when they are failures, it's only someone who doesn't really know what's going on that want to believe or want to pray for his country to fail. Forgetting the fact that if your country fails, which means you have equally failed. And if your security forces fail, especially your armed forces, I don't know which country you will have to stand with. First and foremost, we must look at ourselves as Nigerians. And nobody will change Nigeria if not Nigerians. If you sit down to think that any other person will come from somewhere and liberate your country, then you should think twice. So that is why it's very important for citizens, renewed agenda citizens. Citizens make up the country, and it is citizens that will uplift the country to where they want it to be. If we do not do that, then the country will continue to fail. But this country will not fail, because God has blessed this country. If you remember some years back, some countries have predicted that 2015 Nigeria was going to pack up. This is 2025, 10 years later, we're still standing strong and still moving forward. We will continue to shame all those that don't mean us well. I'm standing here today because I have the privilege of being born in Nigeria. I had the privilege of attending my primary secondary school in Nigeria. I went to Nigerian Defense Academy. Vice Admiral Gambo were the ones that brought us up at the academy. When we graduated from MBA, we met generals like Lieutenant General Buratai. My first contact with him was when he was commandant of the Nigerian Army School of Infantry, then as a brigadier general, and I was a colonel. Gradually he became the chief of army staff and developed and expanded the Nigerian armed forces because of commitments. I think people don't really understand that the military is a family. And our family transcends just friendship. It goes down to family line. And we find that mostly we know our families, we know our children, we know our parents.
Nuisance leleyi. Nuisance leleyi. Nuisance.
Because that's what they do. That's what they do. That is Nigeria's chief of defense staff. Did you see the tone of gaslighting you? Eh? You are praying for Nigeria to fail. You are working tirelessly to make sure Nigeria fail by compromising all our institutions, by weakening her from within, dividing our people. Those are two different things. Father Lord, I want 10,000 pounds to drop on my desk right now. If I work, I'll get 10,000 pounds, right? If I work for that, there's a chance that I can say, oh, by this time, next month, I'll get paid 10,000 pounds for what I have done. Una make drug baron, drug dealer, certificate forger, kleptomaniac, demented kleptomaniac. You made him president of a country. You have institutions that are so corrupt that they couldn't stop him. None could. And the rest of the world will have to deal with this as your president, this relic that everyone is pretending that is a genius. So you are budgeting 400 billion naira for street lights at the rate of 266 million naira per street light, per pole. Eh? You are budgeting over 260 billion naira for boreholes that will cost each one 177 million naira. You are paying each set. You are like you are borrowing money, printing money. You are running the economy down. Those who are doing all of that, soldiers are not paid. Salaries are, they are not well paid. And even where they are paid, they are not well paid. Equipment that are supposed to be used to protect Nigerians are falling into the hands of terrorists. The terrorists are launching attacks after attacks after attacks. Tens of thousands of Nigerians have died because the military can't protect them. And they are getting paid. But somebody turned around and said, you are the one praying for Nigeria to fail. And they are busy working to make sure that it never succeeds. Nigeria never actually succeed. If you look at all the actions of these guys, you can tell yourself that Nigeria stands no chance. Forget it. You cannot plant mango and think you want to harvest cashew. It doesn't work that way. People who are responsible for the failing Nigeria, they are gaslighting citizens. Shenami go come carry gun now, go fight terrorists. When my salary is going to be 70,000, you say I have to be patriotic. You guys are looting money meant for the welfare of your soldiers. You are selling intelligence to terrorists. Your own soldiers are being ambushed by terrorists. You that are supposed to be a country. And that is not on one occasion, 2 occasions, 3 occasions, on many occasions. Well, it is me that is praying for Nigeria to fail. That is the problem. I am the one. Here you get. I am the one who took money from World Bank, IMF, and the rest of them, accepted all their conditions, devalued the currency of my country, accepted the hyperinflation as austerity, and then tell people that they should have a renewed hope. A renewed shege. In reality, these bro-beaten, badly traumatized, bullied, boxed to the corner Nigerians are still being blamed. Yet they are the most prayerful people on earth. Every now and then, pray for Nigeria. Every now and then, 21 days crusade. Prayer for abundance, peace, abundance, prosperity for Nigeria, unity for Nigeria. There is no prayer point that you can't find anywhere as they are doing the Christian one, they do the Muslim one. They are sending people to Mecca. Every state in Nigeria, including Imo State, in Igbo land, they are sending people to Mecca to go and pray to Allah in Mecca for Nigeria. They send people go to Jerusalem. People where they pray too much, but somebody is trying to gaslight them still that they are not doing enough. That is why Nigeria is failing. Really? If it was in the days of the old, Egypt just cross border, just hit Nigeria. In the back in the day, so they stroll to Nigeria, just you want patriotism from your people. Who are they learning that from? Let's even start from that. You, patriotic Nigerian or patriotic Nigerians, who did you learn that from? Your patriotism? From your president? Abi from your governor? Abi your royal father? Abi your pastor? Abi now your sultan? Abi emir? Who you learn that from? Your papa? Yeah, very lovely. Well, what do you think we can do with that? If those who are supposed to be your role models, your leaders, the ones that you can actually aspire. A lot of you are aspiring to be like them. You are aspiring to be like them because one day you could be driving the most expensive automobile, living in the most, palatial hotels and palaces and all that. Living wealth, money in the water. Baba, money, I smell money. That kind of a dream. And you can get all of that if you join their criminal enterprise, but somebody is paying. There's nothing free. It's all those nice cars, jets, fancy things that these guys are displaying every now and then. Those politically exposed people that they are thieves stealing from you, but somehow you enabled them. See, everything they are spending, you get me now? Somebody is paying for it, and guess what? You, your children, you're paying for it. It's not free. Because the money that is meant to be used on you, that could help your own productivity, become a better citizen, and maybe even love the country. Your money has been shared, spent on, God damn it, nothing. Nothing really, really beneficial, so to say, to the people. No. It's your money. You know? Hope you do. So patriotism is not by gaslighting citizens. Listen to this moron again.
When we achieve success, it goes quiet. But once a soldier or somebody is killed or something, you will see the flashes. So the tendency is, who are you doing that for? Always remember that if your security forces fail,